Okay, hello and welcome to episode 2 of Scratch Social with Eimear and Paddy. Paddy, talk to me. How has your week been?
Pretty good. It's been fantastic. Love to get people's feedback on episode 1 and how we're progressing so far in episode 2.
Yeah.
News, hot topics, front 9 energy is what ChatGPT told me to call this bit of the show. I don't know if we'll keep that. Have you any news?
One of the most exciting Irish golfers, Lauren Walsh, has finished number 10 on the LET Order of Merit. She's now heading to LPGA Q School and she's earned her place at the 2026 AIG Women's Open. I think Lauren Walsh deserves a round of applause because that is just flipping amazing.
Absolutely. I'm a big fan of Ms. Walsh. Herself and Claude have been representing Ireland for years. But I've been obviously tracking, seeing the progress of Lauren since she got a golf scholarship to Wake Forest, because there was assistant coach there was Wayne O'Callaghan from Cork. So yeah, just tracking Irish people in golf. You know me, who can I tap up? But yeah, the progress has been phenomenal. She was one of the best rookies. I think, got second, I think, in like rookie of the season last year, but has been incredibly consistent this year. I don't know how they do it, because I will ask anyone to go play 3 days of golf in a row, maybe 4 days of golf in a row, and just check how their body is on like the second half of day 2, to kind of give these folks some respect for what they do every day and like perform, like shoot your best score, try and shoot your best score 2, 3, 4 days in a row. And I have the utmost respect for people who put themselves out there, but then they travel so much. So I don't know, did Lauren go to 20 different countries this year, maybe? The passport is pretty stamped, I would say, at this stage.
I would agree. And speaking of playing 3 or 4 different rounds of golf, it gives us a nice segue into Henrik Stenson moving from Live Golf back to the DP World Tour. How do you feel about that?
I didn't know he was back. How does that slip my radar?
Yeah, he's coming back. He settled a few fines, apparently.
Is he paying his fines? He paid his fines. Very good.
Oh, I hope this isn't a rumour.
Is he angling so for the captaincy? I wonder, because he lost it when he made the first decision. And that's why Lukey got it in the first place. So that's juice. That's juicy, that one.
It's big news. I hope it's not a rumour, a fake news rumour from a website online, but I don't think so. And so that ends really the topical news of the week. It's Lauren Walsh and Henrik Stenson. And yeah,
that's mad.
It's a good time for golf.
So I'm looking forward. What I've seen out of my feed this week in terms of news, and I don't know what people's take is on it, or like how they felt about it. I watched a nice bit of it last year's. TGL is coming back. TGL will be back on in a couple of weeks' time, and I'm seeing like all the American YouTubers, influencers, stuff like Roger Steele. They doing a bit of co-hosting at it. A couple of photographers I follow. Christian Hafer, for example, Hafe Life, HAFE_life, one of the best photographers in golf. So he was on his story during the week, setting up all his like remote systems for cameras up in the upper echelons of the velodrome or whatever thing they're in that they're hoping won't blow away like it did 2 years ago. But yeah, TGL is coming back. So I'm actually like stuck into that a little bit in terms of like who's on the teams and the dynamic and like, yeah, how's it all going to pan out? I think it's super fun way to showcase golf in a very different way, and I think it shows like how much fun you can have in simulator golf. Now it isn't, we don't play in simulator golf that are like the size of football pitch screens in front of us, but yeah, I can't wait for that to come back. I don't know about you, but it helps as well that Rory and Shane are in it big time.
It does.
Anyway,
I confess I have not watched it yet, but it does remind me of when I was growing up. I watched The Big Break religiously on the Golf Channel. I think that was the greatest golf show of all time. That's actually what got me into
back. That's coming back, you know that's coming back. No. Also in the news, maybe 10 days ago, good. The YouTubers are bringing The Big Break back.
Amazing. That 100%. Is good news.
So yeah, maybe they get Mark Murphy on, my good friend. Maybe they get Mark Murphy on and have like a Legends episode.
So Mark Murphy doesn't know this. Well, he may or may not know this, but he actually gave me my first ever golf club in Waterville.
Really?
So when I first picked up a golf club, Mark Murphy gave me a lesson. I haven't met him since then, but it's funny you mentioned him.
Gas.
Yeah.
He's gas.
Yeah.
He's some man. What are we going to talk about? I have a couple of things listed here. You should see it on your list because we do a lot of pre-production prep, folks. We do a lot of prep. We've done a lot of note-taking. ChatGPT basically has given us a lot of this. But we've We've had human oversight, and we're making sure the topics aren't too corny or too many dad jokes that I like to leave in. And Eimear says, absolutely not. Oh, 3 things every great golf day has. So I did a golf day a couple of years ago. And I'd love to do one next year. I'd love to do one with Grass Social, of course, in 2026. But yeah, for your good self, Eimear, what are 3 things every great golf day has?
3 things a great golf day has: champagne scramble, nice food at the halfway house, and a mixed group of people. So what I mean is people who don't know each other, you draw names out of a hat. It's a really, really nice way to get to know people, and it's always great crack.
Okay, champagne scramble. So for the people that don't know, because I played in an event one time, and we thought it was one type of scramble, and we were on the second hole. We thought it was like standard scramble, best shot every time, go for it. And then the second hole, it was par 3. We were continuing with our standard scramble, and back on the tee, which was 115 yards away, short par 3, we were roared at, "It's a champagne scramble!" We were like, you know the
In Team
in
America.
Team America, the signal, right? We're going to clip that. So, what is, for me especially, what format, what is a champagne scramble?
I'm nervous about answering this now, but I understand a champagne scramble to be everybody hits a drive, and then
Yeah.
following the drive, you choose the best ball and you play your own golf ball from that ball. And you finish out the hole with your own golf ball.
You are correct. You're correct.
I was so nervous.
Because I Googled it real quick. That's actually what you play in Pro-Ams on, if you're lucky enough to play in like Ladies European Tour Pro-Am, or like the KPMG Women's Irish Open, which I haven't done yet, this life goal, or the Challenge Tour, which I have once upon a time, or on the whatever tour, like pro tours, they actually play, they call it a tour scramble. The only difference is it's that format, but par is your friend. So unless you've shots that you're of a net par, you just pick it up. Okay, champagne scramble. Great food. Now, break it down.
Okay.
Break it down.
Okay.
Paddy has arrived in my boxcar, in my hatchback. Food. What are the expectations you are setting me?
You have to start off a good golf day with a bacon roll. I would also add some fruit, granola, bananas, etc. as well, just to keep the energy going, because a bacon roll doesn't really give you the energy you need for the front nine. But it tastes
Very
really good
No,
and great
solid
coffee.
options. Solid options. Okay. As I'm playing, as I'm going around, am I being topped up, or do I have to wait till I'm finished?
Yeah, I'll throw in a few protein bars into the goodie bag. A few All Real, the Irish brand, really, really nice.
They're good.
Non-super processed protein bars, really nice.
They're made in
that's all
Kerry,
you're
you know.
getting.
They're
Really?
made in Kerry. They're made in Farn 4. Okay.
Nice.
Afterwards, you know, are we popping bottles, or what are we doing food-wise afterwards?
We have a barbecue, burgers, hot dogs, whatever you wanted. And yeah,
This is
people
obviously
want
in
pints,
Clontarf,
water.
Clontarf, is it, where we can plan a barbecue?
I've never played golf in Clontarf, so I don't know. That's what I would do. Look, I would feed and water people, and you can't really go wrong with a barbecue and bacon baps, can you?
You're just being a good demographic. A good demographic.
Exactly.
You've set a high bar. You've set a high bar. 3 things, you know, Paddy did his prep. 3 things every great golf day has. I would think, for me, premium golf course.
Okay.
The audience I kind of target whenever I've done a golf day is like golfers, like golf nerds. So
Are we talking links, Parkland, Heathland?
I don't care. You know, I have love for all types and formats of golf. But for me, it'd be like, if it was Parkland, I would do an event I'd love to do one at like Parmstown House, or Killeen Castle, or, no, I haven't said a links course yet, or, you know what's really good? It's like Rosslare Golf Links, or County Shibale in Dingle. Or when we do a golf event, that is where we're going. But that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, you know, like quirky but well architected, good architecture. You know, there's going to be an experience had. You're going to have a good test, but it's good test but fair golf course.
County Shibale is that. County Shibale is certainly that. It's a test, but it's fair.
Yeah, like this side of the Donegal border, County Shibale is where I'd play every day. So number 2 is goodie bag. I'm all about the experience. In the goodie bag, you're going to get like a premium gift. So for those of us on the YouTube, so like premium gift, I'm not going to give you out like a discounter's bottle of water, a brown banana, and a Snickers for all the people that are. How do you open this thing?
Or a bacon
But you'll
bath.
get like a nice. No, bacon roll is fine. Like that is peak pre-round nutrition, right? But you get like, you know, a nice maybe leather card holder, like something like
Okay.
that. So I got those done before. They're not mine. They're Golfer's Journal, but I got all of mine went on the golf day. You know, you get a premium golf. You might get like a towel, like a tour edition.
Mm,
You know the towels with like the 3 lines in them or the
yeah.
4 or 5 lines in them. Yeah, one of them, like a premium gift. And then obviously all the nourishment and nutrition, the bottles of water and the protein bar and, you know, mixed nuts or whatever else. I used to get Wildson. Remember those?
No.
WYLDSSON. They were massive. They're still companies. They're still around, I believe, in Dublin. I haven't gotten them myself in a while. I haven't done a golf day in 2 years. But they were like little snack tubes, like of mixed nuts, and there were loads of different flavors. So I used to get like branded Wildson tubes and put on the gift. So like
Nice.
premium gift bag. Premium, like there you go. You grab and go. And the third is just good porter afterwards. And
Yeah.
to serve all people, like there would have to be a Guinness test before. There had to be a dry run of these venues. 3 cocktail options.
Yep.
Because after the 11th pint, you do have to go for top shelf. Yeah, they'd be my 3 requisites.
Love that.
It doesn't have to be porter. Prizes. The prizes afterwards have to be class. We're given a premium experience. So like Vias were very good to me, and they gave me one of their like bucket list of Ireland frames. I did that for closest to pin. You know, there was mobility boxes from Golf Strong.
Cool.
There was clothes from FootJoy, and it wasn't like vouchers.
Awesome.
Stuff like that. So yeah, the prizes will be class. So it'll
Nice.
be maybe a bit more than your team of 4, but I still get messages afterwards like, it's been 2, like when you do the next golf day, last one was class. So yeah. That's
Well, I think between those 6 points there, we have a pretty good golf day set out to potentially do in 2026.
I'll do the prizes. You do the food and the gift bags, and I'll measure the porter. There we go.
Deal.
It's the hill I'll die on is the next thing. The hill I'll die on in terms of topics would be, I would die in a hill saying walking is better than a cart or better than buggies. Why? Well, all the reasons, right? My reasons are, you're walking, you're moving, you're breathing, good for your respiratory system. It's a little bit of fitness I get these days. I actually go to the gym more than I play golf, but when I do play golf, you're talking 15,000 plus steps in like if you were to Google like the health benefits of golf, there would be a multitude of studies of like why it's good for your health. Like, I don't know if you've heard the same opinion, but if you have supporting points as to why walking is better, let me know. Walking,
I sure do.
buggies, go for it.
Walking. I absolutely love walking on the golf course, and
there's a reason we're co-hosts. We agree on some things.
Yes, we sure do. So if I play really well, I'm taking 12,000 steps. And if I play really bad and I am walking from fairway to fairway into the bushes, across the rough, I could be doing 25,000 steps in a day of golf. So look.
I did spot that during the year, right? So I shot my best round of golf ever around the home course this year. I shot a 1 over par.
Nice.
And I had just over 15,000 steps.
There you go.
But like the week before, I shot I was like 10 or 11 shots worse. I had 21,000 steps.
Yeah. So look.
I had 6,000 steps. That's like
every cloud, Paddy. So if you play bad golf, you're getting more steps in. And the reason I figured this out is I played golf with a friend of mine a couple of years ago, and we had our Apple Watches, and I had taken like 16,000 steps, and she was like, gosh, I took 22. And we were scratching our heads like, we walked the same golf course, and I turned to her and I was like, do you know what? I was like, you were in the rough, you were in the trees, you were in the bushes, you were everywhere. And that's what happened. Yeah. So look, every cloud. I just think walking is so good.
Play back golf, walk more steps. Every cloud.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That's deadly.
Okay, something that I would die on a hill for is the best shot in golf is a flushed 3-wood. My husband will tell you this. I'm obsessed with my 3-wood. I have a Ping G25 blackhead, really nice club. It's my favorite club in the bag. And I just feel that when you hit that club well, there's no better feeling in golf. Stunning. Would you die on a hill for that, Paddy?
I wouldn't say it's a 3-wood though. I would say the best. I do and I don't. I did for a while until maybe the last couple of years, because I hit a 3-wood when I was like 15, and my drive was like 245 yards. And I had 251 yards to the pin, and I hit 3 wood. I put it into 3 feet. So yes, but now these days at the ripe old age of 38, I think the best shot in golf is a long putt. Like we're talking a putt that you're only hoping to get close, but you know from the minute you hit it that it's tracking and it's weaving over and it's going down the other hill and around and breaking at just the right point, and you're about to take that step to walk it in and it goes in. I think there is no better feeling than that,
Great
by the
feeling.
way. I think that's,
That
you're talking 40-foot absolute breakers of putts.
stunning.
I think that does it for
Nice.
me
I hear
these
you.
days.
I hear you. When I get to your age, I'm sure I'll feel like that.
Thanks. I will die in a hill. Not that it's better then, but I will die in a hill saying winter golf is just as good as summer golf. And I'll give you a couple of reasons why. One, crispy, fresh mornings. We're talking like a 9:30 tee off. You've been to your morning cafe. You've got the almond croissant and the skinny cappuccino with the extra shot is in your system. So you're warm, you're tingly warm, and you're off to the golf course, and it's just fresh, and you have like that kind of haze on the golf course, that kind of fog, but is it fog? Of when like the cold ground is kind of warming up. I love that. So it doesn't affect visibility. Do you know what I mean? So it's not fog. It's just like a haze on it. And crisp golf shots are even crisper. They're generally known on the golf course either. So like you get, I think the kids call it ASMR. It's like an ASMR round
Yeah.
golf.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's why I love wearing shorts. But like the minute it hits 12 degrees, I'm from Kilfenora, County Clare. The minute it hits 12 degrees, I'm in shorts.
So is my
So
husband. Yeah. It must be a Claire thing.
it's a Clare thing.
It
Yeah,
must be.
it's a Clare thing.
I'm going to have to disagree because I associate winter golf with really bad weather, extremely freezing cold. So cold. I have my mittens on, I have hand warmers inside them. I've too many layers on. Now, what you described, I would say, is the most beautiful day of winter golf that I would have a ball playing. But in general, winter starts in what, like officially the 21st of December, straight into March. Like, that is a long slog of wind and rain and cold weather. So if I were to choose, I would choose summer golf. However, I do love a really rough, windy day of links golf. I think that's an amazing challenge. But if I was very
You're a
cold
sicko.
and soaking wet, wouldn't enjoy it.
You're a sicko. I was walking Christopher out from the range in Tralee the other week, and it was like 30, 40 mile an hour winds. You're talking, you put the hand up a little bit
Love
up in
that.
front of you to guide your way down the path. It's just uncomfortably windy to walk from the range to the car park, which is about 100 meters, 80 meters in Tralee, right? So I asked Christopher, because we walked past a bit of the golf course, and I asked him, Christopher, would you play in this wind? No, too windy for me. I was like, it's too windy for me. You never have to worry. I won't drag you out in this stuff. And then I looked around, and on like the 12th tee in Tralee, it's like halfway out the course. It's that kind of, it's the par 3 where you're hitting into like a ledge, but it's way out the course. They're like dots in the distance. I said to Christopher, look at those lunatics. But you're a lunatic. You're a golfer lunatic.
Like a 5-iron into 125-yard par 3 with the wind in my face. Bring it on. Love it.
Oh, Jesus. About that. Okay, last one here. So every course, I think, I will die in a hill saying every course needs a drivable par 4.
Agree.
Why?
1,000,000%.
Cool. Well, I think, risk reward. So somewhere around anywhere between 240 to 280, 290, or maybe a course or like a hole that is, depending on what tee box, the committee or the greenkeeper decides, but the tee is on, it becomes drivable. So maybe it's some of the week it isn't, but maybe a particular Saturday in the multi-medal, it's 257 yards. And we have a chance of going in after and say, I drove the green. Did you drive the green? I got an eagle on a par 4, Happy Gilmore talk. But yeah, I think so.
I agree. There's an amazing hole on the old course at Sunningdale, the 9th hole. It is a drivable par 4 and you can't really see the green. Like you can see the ball if it lands down towards it, but there is a massive risk reward because some days I'm hitting driver if I'm going for the green and some days I'm hitting 3-wood, but often I've hit it over and actually hit it out of bounds. So that whole risk reward, I love it because it can make or break your front 9. So yeah, bring it on. Love it.
And I think, is it the 9th hole in the old course in St Andrews, the 13th hole in Lynch, it's one in Portmarnock, the 10th in Portmarnock is sometimes drivable, wind assisted. So yeah, the top courses can have them. I think if you're part of a 5-year committee on your local golf club, maybe put that as a motion. Which hole can we make drivable in our 5-year plan? That'd be a good idea. Up and down time. up and down time. So an up for you, Eimear.
My up is I'm getting a new driver and I'm so
Now,
excited.
brand. Do you know the brand, or have you just decided this is a part of my bag that I'm
I've
addressing?
just, you know what? I have a Callaway Epic Max driver that I'm obsessed with for years. I absolutely love it. But it's
Yes.
time to just add a bit more forgiveness and a bit more distance to my drive. So I'm just going to try out a couple of drivers over the next couple of weeks. And
And
yeah,
brand agnostic. You're going in with an open mind and an open wallet. Christmas is coming, Kev.
yeah, exactly. And my down of the week was the fact that when we started recording these first two podcasts, it took me 30 minutes to attach my mic to my computer and we had no sound. And I am very grateful to have a co-host who was extremely patient with me. So thank you so much.
Find the lip syncing skills have finally come to fruition. But yeah, it was very funny. I'd say there's a lot of people who love to mute me. So there's no hassle there. An up and a down for me, an up, a win, something positive for me. I'm loving work at the moment, like the 9 to 5 thing.
Me too.
Being like
Class.
in tech sales, it can be a slog sometimes. You know, you've a number over your head, and I've done the number, and we've a couple of months left in the year. So hopefully I'll be able to afford a driver myself when the extra commission hits. So that's a win, but it's just, I have a bit more headspace now. The next
Nice.
couple of months to just be a bit more effective. The down, I struggled with this one. To find a down, which is maybe a good sign. So I don't have one. Maybe it's because I'm a very positive outlooking person. The down, I suppose, a bit more admin, that I pride myself on organization. And I pride myself on, I have my SH1T together, but it took me a bit long to figure out the different plans and subscriptions for setting up this podcast. So yeah, maybe a bit of an admin issue on my side as well for the down this week.
Thank you so much for sorting all of that as well. I am a very happy passenger on a bus right now.
I know, not at all. So what are those things we set up? We set up an email. We have these social accounts going a couple of weeks, trying to get all of our friends and family to follow us so that when people come onto our profile, we already look popular. What's our email? For people listening in who want to give their own take, their own opinions, stories of what we've discussed on this podcast episode today. What's the email?
So our email is podcast@scratchsocialhq.com.
And the website, scratchsocialhq.com, if you're not an email person or a social media person, there's like a contact us form. It's just one page. It's really easy. I'm from the west of Ireland. I need to make it easy for myself. So, and in turn, make it easy for everybody else. So it's a one pager. You scroll down past our lovely faces and there's a contact me form there to send us in your queries, your questions, your ideas, your opinions, and maybe some suggested segments that you'd love covered, like WHS, which we might discuss someday. But yeah, social media wise, we're on the gram.
Yeah,
which is what?
We're on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, and our handles are Scratch Social HQ. So you can find us right there.
The DMs are open, folks. That's episode 2. Thanks for pressing play. We'll see you here next week. I've been Paddy.
And I've been Eimear. Good luck and thanks.
Good luck.